Yo, welcome to our first video ever on how to sell paint protection film, not perfection film. This is TJ with Tycoon's Garage, Titan Glassworks, Marathon Films. As far as that goes, we're gonna talk about how to sell film because we see a lot of people taking classes, a lot of people getting into paint protection film and then kind of just falling right off the face of the earth. Unfortunately, it's the way it goes and a lot of people just don't know how to sell, and that's what it comes down to, especially with detailing, ceramic coating, PPF, window tint, anything in general. Selling. Every sale always has an origin of a pain point. So that's kind of what we're gonna get into. I know this is gonna be raw, unedited, a one shot. I'm not gonna clip a bunch of stuff together just because it kind of throws me off my mojo. This is gonna be my first ever video in general with talking in front of a camera and having a mic as well. So please bear in mind and bear with me that it's not gonna go the smoothest, but I want you to understand this is how we do it at our shop. I have 3 of us on board, and at the same time we do almost $500,000 with just 1 employee other than my wife and I. How do we do that? It's because we know how to sell. And we're in a very small area, 14,000 people on this little drive-on island, but at the same time, we're able to bring in other people from other places. But let's get to it. I don't want to bore you guys. I know nobody cares about what we do over here. But paint protection film, not perfection film. There's a bunch of you guys who love selling perfection in a general sense of you guys oversell your expectations. We don't understand why, but most people just want protection. They want their vehicles to be protected. I know there's a lot of guys out there that are the world's greatest PPFers, and we are very good at what we do, but at the same time, we're not gonna tell people that we're gonna one-piece your mirrors all the time. We're not gonna tell you that we're gonna one-piece your bumper. For a bulk, that's pretty extreme. But as far as that goes, pain points, let's hop right into it. How to sell it. The pain points are always gonna be the #1 thing. These people came to your shop because they had the pain point. What kind of pain points do most people have with their vehicles on the front end, or just in general? It could be a full body, it could be a full front end. It could be rock chips, UV, scratches, and swirls. Those are going to be the biggest issues and why people wanna have their cars protected, because I mean, everybody has a car for the most part. You walk around the front of the car and you're like, whoa, there's chips all over the place and now my paint's missing. Looks terrible. That's gonna be your client's pain point. You should always have that pain point at the forefront of their mind. Just because they didn't come in for you to get sidetracked and talk about something else, make sure you're talking about the pain points of their vehicle. Put that right there, right in the center, right in front. Okay, so now we have our pain points. It's gonna be the rock chips, UV, scratches, and swirls. Let's bring them down to the value. We've already talked about the pain points. Let's go down to the value. The benefits of the film. The film is 8 mils thick. It's gonna protect their paint from rock chips. It's gonna protect it from debris, bug etching, bird droppings, anything that could mar, etch, or scratch their paint, or even maybe impact it. It's not a bulletproof thing, so let's be realistic. It's not going to stop rock chips completely. If a rock is being lodged at God knows what speed it is, sometimes it breaks through the film, but most times you'll get lucky. The longevity of the vehicle's paint. So as far as that goes, we've all seen cars these days, 20, 23, 24, 25s. They all have really weak paint. It's water-based paint. I mean, it's just the way it is. You're lucky if you have 4.5 mils thick. And it's just rock chips, vehicles are more susceptible to them. So longevity of the vehicle's paint, especially UV as well. So what we do at our shop is we don't sell a partial. I mean, very rarely with an extreme understanding the client says, this is my budget, I can't go over it. And they're very, very firm on that. We'll sell a partial. But 9 out of 10 times, it's a full front end. That's the hood, front bumpers, fenders, headlights, fog lights, mirrors, and then A-pillars. We start at $2,500 for that. The nice part is it protects against all those things. So you just got to bring that value to the pain point. So They tell you the pain point. Now you're going to tell them the benefits of the film, the longevity of the vehicle's paint. That's why we have the film on there. 10-year warranty via manufacturer. A lot of people like hearing that. I know we all uphold different warranties. So we uphold different warranties on labor and the manufacturer's warranty in general. Over at our shop, we have a 10-year manufacturer's warranty from yellowing, cracking, hazing. It doesn't matter what film you go with. Most of them are going to have a manufacturer's warranty. So that's always good to have. Our shop itself, we give everybody a 2-month labor warranty. I know it's ridiculous, and it is a lot of time, but we got a lot of hot and cold flashes here. Things do pull back. You know, there could be issues with the film. The biggest thing is we are a supplier of our own film, Marathon paint protection film and ceramic coating. So we do have a little bit of a slack that we can give. So that's the value of the film. Pretty simple, shortcut dry is going to be, we have the film on there to help protect the paint. So now it comes down to the price aspect of it. This is always going to be the big one for a lot of people, is going to be, hey, your client's going to be like, hey, you know, it's a little too expensive. Do you have a package that's lower than your first package? Which is, I would always say, if you're going to send out a proposal, I always do it this way. So I have them come into the shop for the most part, and then we'll sit down and we'll talk. Well, as we walk, well, we won't sit down. We'll walk around the vehicle. We'll talk about, you know, the protection, the PPF and everything. We talk about the value. We talk about the pricing. I give them the pricing right on the spot, but at the same time, sometimes you oversell these people, or you over-explain, you over-educate people, and it triggers the reptilian brain. It's fight or flight, and they're like, whoa, this is too much information. I'm gonna back up. Can you please send me a proposal? We always send people a proposal. With our proposal system, we always tell them the highest package first. So proposal number 1, it's gonna be the best of the best package that we have to offer, which is gonna be the full front end. And then proposal number 2, underneath it, option number 2, essentially, we already discussed that, you know, there could be budgeting issues and things of the sort, but with selling up by selling down, I'm going to take things away. I'm going to take key points away from that package. So let's say my full front end is $2,500, and they wanted, but they really wanted their mirrors protected. That's like their number one thing is like, man, my mirrors always look terrible in all my vehicles. I really would love those protected. We're taking that out. I mean, unfortunately, package number 2, we're going to take that out of the proposal, and we'll knock it down from $2,500 package A to package B. It's going to be $2,200, but we're going to take out more than that. We're going to take out the mirrors, and we're going to take out the A pillars, and we're going to take out the headlights. We're taking out so much stuff that it makes sense to go with our first option. You don't have to do it to that extreme, but hey, that's how we do it. It's a business, not a charity, unfortunately. We do need to be in the profit margins. Okay, so we're gonna drop down to the price, right? So we're at price still. It costs more to repaint versus paint protection film. We sell paint protection film on a retail value of $27 a square foot. So with that being said, why does it cost more to repaint versus paint protection film? And you're like, you know, the PPF was $2,500 for the full front. The biggest thing is, do you really think auto body shops are going to care about your client's vehicle at the end of the day, or their vehicle in general, depending on how you want to word it? But insurances, they will take the vehicle, they'll take the insurance money, they'll pocket it, and then it doesn't matter if it's 1 to 3 shades off, they're most likely going to kick that client out the door. So at the end of the day, it does cost more to repaint versus paint protection film. It may not match is number one. Number 2 is if it showed up on Carfax that has been repainted, it hurts the value of the car. So diminished value is never fun when someone wants to resell their vehicle. Or in general, if the client knows they're going to keep that car for 3 to 5 years, but they're going to sell it, it's best to have PPF on there versus a destroyed bumper, hood, fenders, mirrors, whatever it could be. Rock chips are ugly. We can all agree to that. And if you don't agree to that, you're probably a psychopath, unfortunately. Now, the price, too expensive? So some people come in and some people go, I would love to get PPF and I would love to get ceramic coating done. So, you know, our packages are $2,000 for a 5-year package for ceramic coating, and that's going to be the wheels, the trims, headlights, taillights, all the glass, the painted surfaces, and so forth. But as far as that goes, that's $2,000 for ceramic coating. If I already PPF the front end, which is going to be a third of the vehicle, I could probably break down the price for them a little bit, get that sale in there, a higher ticket sale. We all know ceramic coating isn't that much effort. And if it is a lot of effort to you, then paint protection film is a whole different world of pain. Yeah, so we bundle deals together. Sometimes we go, you know, our paint protection film for the full front end is $2,500. Our ceramic coating is $2,000. But if you choose both today, because most cars are 23, 24, 25 as for the years. And so most of them are really clean. There should be almost no work that you have to do, especially, I mean, yeah, there's older vehicles that come in for PPF, but the majority are going to be brand new cars. So there's not that much work to do. So we bundle things together. I always tell them, hey, if you get this PPF, the full front end done, I'm going to go ahead and drop the price on the ceramic coating by $500, depending on what my mood is, or if they're nice to me. Sometimes I'll drop it even more. So sometimes even $800, because a lot of the work has been brushed to the side. I mean, if we're only coating a third of the vehicle, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. The profit margins are huge on ceramic coating. We all know that. The only thing that really gets down into it is the warranty and the labor service for ceramic coating. But so that's what I'm gonna wrap it up with, is how to sell, pain points, value, and the price. Always start with the pain point, bring that up first. The value, you have to give them value. If there's no value with what you're selling and it doesn't sound like a benefit to them, then there's no value for them to even get it. There's no reason. And if the price is too expensive, sell it by selling down. You know, tell them straightforward, it costs more to repaint versus paint protection film at the end of the day. And if it's too expensive, bundle deals together. But as far as that goes, that's my first ever video on anything, I guess you could say, standing in front of a camera and standing here to try to teach people on the internet how to sell PPF. We do trainings here as well. So if you're looking to actually learn intro to PPF, we do that. Any kind of advanced class we send to our friends over at Optical. But yeah, we're here to help however we can. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm more than happy to help. So have a good night. Bye.